You're an awesome God. Come on, hands on it, hands on it, hands on it. Let's go. Hey, what a mighty God we serve tonight. Everybody clap your hands. Put a smile on your face. You're living another day. You got a reason to bless him and give him glory. Put your hands on it. Everybody clap your hands on. Here we go. So says, my God is big, hey, so strong and mighty, hey, and my God, hey, plans for me goes beyond my wildest dreams. Let's sing together, everybody, sing y'all. Hey, it's big, hey, so strong, so mighty, my God, hey, plans for me, yeah, goes beyond, say my God, it's good, so good to me. Let's go. Say yeah, hey, hey, so good, hey, yeah, mighty God we serve, so good. Hey, we go back to the top, y'all ready? Let's go. Say my God, it's big, yeah, so strong, so mighty, and my God, makes all little goes beyond. Look on track. Hey, say my God, hey, he's so good, so good to me. Yeah, hey, so good to me. Yeah, say yeah, hey, so good to me. Yeah, do it again. Say so good to me. Yeah, what a mighty God we serve. So good. Yeah. One more time. So what a mighty God we serve. Hey, so good to, 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 so good to. Hey, you've been good to me. Hey, you've been good to me. Hey, you've been good to me. Good on my day. Good on the Tuesday. So good to me. Come on, you. Everybody clap your hands in the room. Come on, let's go. Hey, hey, you've been good to me. There's nothing my God can't do. I want you to lift it up. Say he's able. He's able. Oh yes he is. Oh yes he is. He's able. He's able. Oh yes he is. Oh yes he is. He's able. He's able. Oh yes he is. He's able. He's able. Oh yes he is. Oh yes he is. He can do it. He can do it. Oh yes he can. Oh yes he can. He can do it. He can do it. Oh yes he can. Oh yes he can do it. He can do it. Oh yes he can. Oh yes he can do it. He can do it. Oh yes he can. 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 He's able. He's able. He's able. Anybody know he's able? Anybody know he's able? There is no secret what my God can do. What he's done for others, he's going to do the same for you. He's going to do the same for you. Yeah. He's going to do the same for you. Yeah. He's going to do the same for you. Trust and never doubt. You're going to make it. Yes, my brother, you can take it. Yes, my sister, you can take it. Yes, my friend, you can make it. So the Lord is faithful to bring you through. He's going to bring you out. He's able. 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 Do you believe it? He's able. Do you receive? He's able. Yeah. He's able. He's able. He's able. He's able. He's able.
Come on in. Easy is here. Come on in. Remember, I'm Lord Tyrant, and we're singing about bringing sacrifices of praise into the house of the Lord. Of the Lord. We're going to church tonight, y'all. Come on. Thanksgiving, and we offer unto you the sacrifice of praise. Sacrifices of praise. That's right, we're going to church today. We're going to listen to a gospel music. Gospel music ain't going to hurt nobody. One more time.
Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. We're so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Real quick, we'd like to give you a disclaimer. The show is not responsible for anything that is said on the show. There's your disclaimer. During the show, if you are vibing with us, you feeling what we're saying, and you would love to just give us a love token, where you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is going to say Cash App Tyron Joe, $ Tyron Joe, TYRENJO. Anything that you can give would be greatly appreciated. A one, a two, or a few. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the program, please go to our Instagram page at BZNZ Talk. At BZNZ Talk, our Instagram page. Also, you can go to our Facebook page at BZNZ Talk, at BZNZ Talk, and we will be glad to work with you. And also, a quick reminder throughout the show, I want to let you know that the likes are free, the dislikes are free, the love button is free, the share button is free, and the subscribe button is free. 5 things while you're viewing this broadcast. 5 things while you're learning and growing. 5 things that is for free, and we would love for you to partake in that during the program. Last but not least, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our program, our broadcast, our live stream, because you are the ones that run the show. Thank you all. Peace. Be blessed.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BZNZ, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta
You are now tuned into BZNZ Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
That's right. The relationship talk conversation never sleeps, and the payoff itself is never, ever cheap. We got a lot to talk about tonight. But first, let's sing about it.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Too much we gotta learn. BZNZ,
Too much.
Internet Talk Radio.
Too much we gotta learn.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Too much we gotta learn. BZNZ. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the
Yo! Oh man, too much we gotta learn. Man, I'm fired up tonight. Too much we gotta learn tonight, y'all. Too much we got to learn tonight. It is going down. It is going down. Well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed your gracious host, Tyrant Joe. Thank you all for tuning in to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show. Well, also, this podcast is brought to you by Real Men Drink Water, because what? Our ladies need us to be king, conk in the bed. If you don't drink your water, guess what? You're not going to be able to use your third leg. It's time now to make a change in our lifestyle. Tonight, I don't want to hold you long, but I do want to be strong. And we're going to dive into some scripture. Yeah, I just wrote on Facebook. I said we're going to church tonight, y'all. BZNZ style. So I'm going to just dive right on into a little bit of scripture. That's right. We're gonna dive right into it. I don't want to hold you. I don't want to hold you at all. Hey, not at all. I don't want to hold you. Man, let's go to Matthew 25. Matthew 25, verse 1. Matthew 25 verse 1. Then the kingdom of heaven shall be likened to 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. Now 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. But while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight, hold on. I need a little echo. And at midnight, a cry was heard. Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out to meet him. Then all of those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, no, lest there should not be enough for us and you, but go rather to those who sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding. I got to get y'all set up for this. Y'all, this deep right here. You know how y'all pastors be saying Sunday mornings. I got to get y'all ready. This is deep right here. Let me get back. Let me get back to it. Come on. It said, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding, and the door was shut. Come on. The wall had been hit. Come on. The clock had ticked its last talk. Come on. Time was out.
Come on.
No more. No more.
Come on.
There's nothing we can do.
Come on.
We've said it all before.
Come on.
I'm writing you a 4-page letter.
Come on.
And I'm going to seal it with a kiss.
Come on.
This is my last cry.
Come on.
My last tear that I shed.
Come on.
No more.
Come on.
The end.
Come on.
Sayonara.
Come on.
I won't be back.
Come on.
Afterwards, the other virgins came also saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, assuredly, I say to you, I do not know you. Verse 13 ends with this. It says, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming.
Come on.
I need a napkin. I need a handkerchief or something. We're going to take for a quick thought tonight. We're going to take for a quick text tonight. Quick subject. You may be sexy, but you still need to buy that doll. You still need to buy it. Dog. Buy. Dog. Buy. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Ow. Tonight, we want to take for a brief subject, a brief topic that is, you may be sexy, but it's time to buy that dog now. The ladies that we have on this flyer, they are representatives of the 5 foolish virgins. See, in this case, a few of these women has had the pleasure of being with the bridegroom. Few of these women have had the pleasure of having a good man. But there's one that's on here, I don't think she's ever had that opportunity, which we will be scrutinizing and we will be reacting to a video that she did with a young man, where the young man on that video was speaking truth. The young man on that video was speaking power. He was hurling truth at falsehood. You will see in that video that the sister could not contain herself, or she could not contain her emotions. But at the same time, you have another young lady that's a psychotherapist that asks men this question right here.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
But this young lady could not contain her emotions. The 5 wise and the 5 foolish virgins, lets us know tonight that time is of the most important. When we look at the reproductive system of the woman, we have women today in their 40s and 50s and 60s saying God can do anything, which is all facts. I've read stories of women that has had babies in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. But is that the norm? Come on. Is that the norm? I know that some people has become late bloomers. But as we read in the scriptures today, we see that there is something in particular that we need to zero in on. One of which it says they were all virgins, meaning that they did not let any man into that sacred spot with his penis. That's good. These young ladies that's on this screen tonight, there's some sexy women. Like back in the day, if Lord Tyrant didn't know of them, didn't know of their past, didn't know of what they did, they could have got the royal semen all day. But it is their actions that dictate whether they was able to get into the wedding or not. They wanted to be lazy and ask the other virgins, can I have some of your oil? Now that they know that it's time for them to move their feet, they want to ask the other virgins, can I have some of your oil? What do we have today, ladies and gentlemen? We have our precious, beloved black women that will say, well, when I was in my 20s and in my 30s, I felt a need to just focus on me. When I was in my 20s and when I was in my 30s, I felt the need to just be career driven. Now that I'm in my 40s and my 50s, I'm ready to settle down. My clock is ticking. No, man, your clock has ticked. All your eggs has hatched. And time has ran out. And now is the time, ma'am, to go ahead and buy that dog. That's right. Now is the time to go ahead and buy that dog. See, you wanna know why? You wanna know why you should buy that dog? Is because that dog is the only thing that's going to obey your commands. A lot of women I know that say they waited till, latter 30s, early 40s to have children, to be married. They really have a very domineering, controlling, big mama, an overabundance of testosterone type situation, which is all things that turn, and I don't really like to use this term, but alpha males or heterosexual alpha males, that turn them away. You want to know why? Because there can only be one. There can only be one alpha in the house. Can't be two. Can't even be 1.5. Just one. And until you really figure this thing out, ladies, you are not going to get what you want. You're not going to get your bargain. You're not going to get it. You're just going to be a beautiful or a sexy lady that lives with her dog. Let's take a look at some things. Who we got? We got Tia Mowry. She got a video out, y'all, talking about it's my time. Ain't that crazy? Tia Mowry just divorced her husband of 14 years, and not even a week, she already got some video out talking about it's my time. I'm about to play. I'm about to show you right now. I'm about to show you right now. Right now. She said, it's my time. Woo. Let's take a little look. Let's take a little look here.
Love with yourself. I know you hate to admit it. There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with, but you're choosing you. You're falling in love with yourself. I know you hate to admit it. There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with, but you're choosing you. You're falling in love with yourself. I know you hate to admit it. There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with, but you're choosing you.
So you mean to tell me that you divorced your husband so you can marry yourself? Tia, stop. Here's a question. This is a question for the ladies. If there's any ladies watching, any ladies listening that would like to even, respond in the chat, I got a question for you. Why is it when these celebrity women, when it's being reported that they are divorcing their husband or they're fresh out of a relationship, you all immediately take the side of the woman? Like, let me see. Bottom left, Lori Harvey. She is 25. Her body's in top-notch shape. Come on. Her body's in top-notch shape. And she'll find another man. Come on. Well, has she? Because reports say that she just, somebody that she's been sleeping around with. Has she found another man? Come on. Let's see. Keisha Cole. Top right. Keisha Cole. She was with a nigga. I can't think of dude's name she was with. She was with a good dude. But then she went to be with a little young man that was 16 years younger than her, about 14, 15 years younger than her. Now he done went to be with a little young lady, a Mexican young lady, and they had kids and a family, and Keisha Cole by herself. Lord, we're not even gonna talk about Megan Good. No, we're not gonna talk about Megan Good. Megan Good, she had the kings to the kingdom. I gotta say it again because my voice is kind of running out. Megan Good had the keys to the kingdom. Come on. But she back out there in the streets. She belongs to the game again. Come on. And the young lady up there in the orange, Kendra G. We got I got a whole segment for Kendra. I only want to get on Kendra because I already doubt if Kendra ever been married. I know she'd been in relationships, but I doubt if Kendra been married. I don't know. If she been married, somebody let me know. That's what's up. And I would love to ask, like, why did it stop, Kendra? I mean, I see Kendra, she has lots of questions for everybody else that she, interview, you know. Possibly she could be biting off of Kevin Samuels. Allegedly, she's biting off of Kevin Samuels. But I sometimes I sit and I watch the shows, and some stuff she say is okay. She put a couple ladies in their place. She checked a few ladies because they was kind of a little bit outrageous. Shout out to Kendra G for that.
Come on.
Shout out to Kendra G. But Kendra, you let your emotions get the best of you, Kendra. Kendra, baby, sweetheart, if you listen, the Lord is watching. The Lord is watching you, Kendra. You let your emotions, you let your emotions seep through on this video. This video that we are about to watch, Kendra. You let your emotions come out. Nah. Not good, Kendra.
Come on.
Not good. Anywho, I see we got Big John in the building. I done did enough talking. I'll probably pop back in and say a little bit more. We're gonna let Big John go ahead and do some talking tonight. See how Big John doing. What's going
What's the
on?
business? What's the business?
Oh, you already know. You already know.
Man, I don't know if everybody know, but my twin's big like Tia Tamara. What? Tia Tamara. What? Tia Tamara. Oh man, what happened to Tia? Which one is it?
Tia.
What happened to old Tia, man? And then she had a video up there talking about she's loving herself.
Yeah. She said she choose, she said you fall in love with yourself. You could be with so many other people, but you choose yourself.
And from what I heard, it wasn't even it wasn't nothing that he did. It wasn't no cheating involved in his part. None of that.
I know you hate to admit it.
And she been married to that dude for.
I know you hate to admit it. There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with, but you're choosing you.
Hold on.
You're falling in love with yourself.
Wait, hold on, John.
That's the video. Go ahead.
Something I just seen. Hold on.
You're falling in love with yourself.
I just happened to look at the comment section, and this didn't mess me up. Hold on, man. Hold up. Look at this. Guess who up in the comment? Guess who in the comment section egging the girl on?
You're falling in love with yourself. You're falling in love with yourself.
Y'all may not.
I know you hate to admit it.
Y'all may not be.
There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with.
Can you see my clicker going around in a circle like this?
Gabrielle Union.
You're falling in love with yourself.
Gabrielle.
I know you hate to admit it.
Oh, let me
There's a lot of other people you could be falling in love with.
I almost went a little
You're choosing you.
some words. Let me calm down.
You're falling in love with yourself.
Union got a
I know you hate to admit it.
Got a nerve to be in the comment section. She
Of
said,
course.
"Yes, girl." You see that? She said, "Yes, girl."
Of course.
A woman,
maybe she recruiting
that has married a basketball star that had turned his son from being a boy, to a girl. That little boy, he gonna have a grown man's dick in his. Let me stop. Mr. D said last night that he think that the boy gonna be messing around with a girl next year. I said I think the boy gonna be getting slutted out by men because his father keep advertising him, and then his father got a nerve to block the comments. Well, you know what his father should block? You know who his father should block? He should block Gabrielle Union. That's who he should block. But
anyway. But don't the son got a boyfriend?
Say it again.
Don't the son got a boyfriend?
Well, The boyfriend used to be a girl. Now he's transitioning to be a boy.
What?
That's what they said last night. So Zaya is transitioning to be a girl, and his boyfriend used to be a girl, and she transitioning to be a boy.
Oh, okay. We'll get back on that
Make
demonstration in a minute. But back to old girl. Yeah, what is good? I don't even know what to say, Tyron. She was with this man for what, 15 years?
Yeah, 14, they said.
14, 15 years. Was there no cheating done on his part? And now all of a sudden it's irreconcilable differences.
Right. I say scallywag shenanigans.
I'm gonna tell you what my theory is. You know, she got this both of them got these big old careers. Uh and she probably got to the point where she didn't want to give up no ass, and he got sick of it, and he said, "You know what? I'm done with this. Irreconcilable differences."
Facts. She should know. Any woman should know you can't be married to a man and you're not giving up the ass. Look at these
No.
pics. She was a sexy. I ain't gonna lie. That Tia boy, that was my twin right there. I mean, I would have took both of the twins, but Tia was my twin. But look at her, just messed it all up. Messed it all up for what? Social media?
I mean, who knows? But they say irreconcilable differences, you know, and we on the outside looking in. But you know, it's just mighty fishy that these women are getting into these relationships, and all of a sudden, you know, just like Megan Good. We first of all, we didn't want Megan Good to get married, no way, and she did. But we said, you know what? Okay, she married to a pastor, so you know we can't be too mad. All of a sudden, she da 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 back to the streets
That's
real
it. She
quick.
had to go back to the game. She belonged to the game.
I said, my goodness. And
Megan belonged to the game.
out of all these pictures, why we ain't got Brittany Griner up there?
Brittany Griner is a boy.
No, I mean the light skinned chick that was all on social media.
You talking about this serpent chick right here? This serpent chick right here. That's
No,
Brittany.
no, not the basketball player, the other chick.
You talking about Brittany Renner?
Brittany Renner, yeah. Why she ain't up there?
I don't know, but she do need to be up there though. Oh God, she need to be up there. She really do. She really
No,
do.
she don't, because I'm gonna bring her home and make her part of the family.
Well, I mean, you see the topic. It says you might be sexy. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, all these chicks, I'm trying to tell you, back in the day, all these chicks could have got the royal semen. I ain't gonna even lie. All of them. Brittany Renner can too. Brittany Renner can too, man. It's a video. Hey, man, I gotta find that video. Boy. No, I can't make that. Yeah.
Now, Keisha Cole, I'm sorry to say, and I love Keisha Cole to death, but Keisha Cole just got that face on her that looks like she got a bad attitude.
I know, but I mean, hey, but niggas from Gary, we dated women with bad attitudes. Come on now, we dated Gary and Chicago women.
I mean, yeah, we did. Big up for you saying that, because we did.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, she has to understand a real man ain't gonna put up with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you can say what you want, whoop-de-woo, but I'm not gonna pull up with that foolishness now. You know what I'm saying? All of that, you know, you think because you make some money, you can do this and that, and I'm not going for it.
She talking about some. She glad she found love. Oh, love. Never knew what I was missing.
So she trying to say she all them years married, she didn't love herself then? Because let me tell you something, bro. If she's trying to sit up here and say, "Oh, you fall in love with yourself," if baby girl, if you didn't love yourself all them 14, 15 years that you was married, then that relationship falling apart was your fault.
She said
Because
she
if you didn't,
she was missing until she started kissing.
if you wasn't in love with yourself, the whole 14, 15 years, it wasn't no irreconcilable difference. The irreconcilable difference was you. Because you gotta love yourself.
Talking about Keisha
You got
Cole. Keisha Cole used to be married.
no, no. I'm talking about Tia.
Tia,
Uh,
twin right there, boy.
you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. And if you call yourself trying to love somebody else, then start a family, and this whole time you didn't even love yourself, now you want to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? After there's a child in it, after there's another human being in it who done gave his life to you,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna say, "Well, I never loved myself, so that's the problem. So we got to get a divorce." That's your fault.
Ain't that backwards?
You should have loved how to learn. You love how to learn love yourself years ago, and you just now learning to love yourself, and you 40. Man, please give me a break.
I say King Dwayne in the building, man. Dwayne, you missed it, man. You missed the church service. Let me bring up let me read up these comments. What up, Natalie Scone? Yay. Where's if you happen to see Danger by chance, please tell Danger he's been summoned. Let me see. Natalie Scone. Oh, there's Danger. There he is. There he is, y'all. Natalie Scone says we really don't know the who truth about the whole truth about their divorce if it's about him cheating, and of course women going to be there and be on woman's side. Right, we really don't know. But the thing is, though, with these women, let's go back to with these women that I picked, when they broke up or divorced from their man, lots of the women on social media went straight to the defense of the woman. Not knowing the details, they went straight to the woman and started saying, Lori Harvey. Oh, she's 25. She'll bounce back. Okay. Megan Good, talking about Megan Good. She ain't, come on. Women are hard pressed no more for marriage. You can't use scare tactics. I know there's one YouTuber. This one YouTuber said that one time. She said,
Who said that?
you can't use scare tactics of marriage to for women these days. Women ain't worried about marriage. Also, she also said women ain't worried about taking your last name. I don't even.
You ain't worried about taking me either, then.
Right. But this YouTuber happened to be married, but I ain't gonna go in on her though. She want me to say her name, but I ain't gonna even do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let the windmills of the Lord handle her. All right. Anywho, but Tia Mowry, y'all seen me posting about Tia Mowry, how they coming at me, talking about this could happen to you, and you don't even know that you speaking down on your future marriage. If you even gonna get married in the future, you speaking on it right now. I said, how am I speaking on it when this right here was in the news? This was in the news that the scallywag broad had divorced her husband of over 15 years. I see Natalie Scone still in the comment section. Man, shout out. What my I need my shout out button today. It's gonna be one of them ones. Hold on. Matter of fact, we giving a round of applause today too. Today we're gonna do it big, man. Shout out to Natalie Scone in the comment section. Right, sound the alarm. Let's see what she said. She said, when a woman be married for 19 plus years, when they get a divorce, of course, naturally, they're going to think about themselves. It might be a way of coping with the divorce.
But here's my thing, Tyron. The video didn't say thinking about myself. It says you're falling in love with yourself.
Right. That's what I'm about to get today. It
Yeah,
said
my rebuttal to her was she should have been been in love with herself.
Natalie's
And if
gonna
she
get
wasn't,
it says fall in love with yourself. But here's the thing: she was already doing that before the divorce. She was already indulging. Natalie Scognay, Tia Mowry was already indulging in scallywag behavior way before she announced it. And King Dwayne, he got proof of that. He'll probably speak about that when he come on. Let's read the next comment. It says, "Yeah, but at the same time, Satan is your daddy." You know, Wade. I got to give you another shout out. Let's welcome Uncle Jesse to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Satan is your daddy.
We're gonna bring Danger and King Dwayne on up. How you fellas doing tonight?
We all good. I'm all good, boss. I see y'all clowning tonight. I see right
Danger,
now.
Danger said most people that has been together that long has fight the feeling of what, Danger?
Hey, brothers. Nice to see you, brothers, in the house.
what's up, Danger?
I was trying to find some Thursday night feetball, but I guess ain't no feetball on tonight.
Supposed to be the Bears, ain't?
The Commanders and somebody supposed to be playing.
Thought it was supposed to be the Commanders and the Bears.
Oh, okay. Too bad the Bears lost. My condolences to the Bears anyway.
Stop that. Yeah, it's in Chicago. It's in Chicago.
Hey man, but
nobody scored it.
Usually when people are into together that long, a lot of times they don't like to admit it, but a lot of times they have to fight the feeling and the urge to dabble in a little figgy pudding outside the house. And anybody that says that they haven't had to fight the urge, meet me at the altar at 10:30 Sunday morning. Because see, when you figure most young people that get married young, when they start getting right around 40, 50 years old, they get like dang, I've been with you all my life. I see some strange out there. I bet not bother that. I better keep on rolling. They get those urges. That's why a lot of those rich people call it the 7-year itch. Because you feel the urge to get out there and try something new.
They want something new, huh? Yeah, They knew creep up on them and catch that new and blue waffle.
Well, they got that blue waffle. I mean, a whole lot of people of color ain't hip to the situation until after it bite them. Then they like, oh. But then it's too late then.
Most definitely. Go ahead, John.
Man, I don't know, man. Some of this stuff blows my mind. I'm just thinking in my mind, some of these guys, because in some of these situations, there was no infidelity on the man's part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking from their perspective. You looking at a guy who's standing in front of a Tia Mowry or Megan Good, and then like, man, I got this fine, famous woman, one of the finest women on the planet, famous, fine, black woman. I'm all in. And they go all in, and now they getting left because these chicks is starting to love theyself or whatever lame excuse they got going on. Because I keep reiterating, they said that old boy, Tia's husband or whatever, it was no infidelity on his part. So, you know what I mean? It's just irreconcilable differences. You know what I'm saying? Or, it just, I don't know, man. like KD said, you got to choose your soil wisely. But it's like you can get tricked. If I got Megan Good standing in front of me, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm
mean,
all the way in.
even
And then,
Kanye's baby mom.
yeah, all of them, some of the most beautiful women in the world. You think I'm all in? And Kanye had what? But 3 kids? 3 kids with her? And then you mess around and get tricked.
4 of them. He had about four of them. He had the cardinal directions, north, south,
I
east.
feel sorry for these brothers, man. I don't know what to say on these brothers' behalf. Go to KD. Come back to me when we get on current events.
We are
Okay,
on current events.
Big John's probably getting ready to count that 8 million that Kim was getting ready to send telegramming. You know.
I wish. If that's the case, I'd be all in.
Boy, but I ain't gonna lie, that Megan Good and Brittany Renner though, boy. Them two right there can still get it.
Yeah, but see,
Keisha Cole, Lori.
Yeah, but see,
Kendra.
What you guys fail to realize, man, is that you got these girls, especially the twins, Tamara, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She's been a movie star ever since she was a kid. Now she's growing up. Now she's growing up and she see what's happening around her in Tinseltown. And you got these people yanking and pulling on her ear and getting into her head. And she sees some of her other buddies getting these big old monumental divorce settlements. And she like, hey, I still got it going on. I got a little fire in the kettle. How about I just go on out there and play the role and see who I can snatch up? I might be like Janet and get me a billionaire.
That's what I'm about to say. It's gonna come out in the news here pretty soon that Tia gonna have another Negro. She gonna have another one.
I mean, but they got money. Why they gotta do that? They got money. You know, it's
all about the publicity, man. If you notice, being in the public's eye, it's just like getting hooked on them drugs, man. You can set out for a little while, and then you get to getting that itch where you got to get out there and do something crazy or something so that the public can say, "Oh yeah, he's still around."
Well, if that's the case, how come they not doing nothing with that fame? Why don't they do like we used to do in the old days and hit the streets and do something productive with it? Now everybody's just looking like jackasses.
It's time for them to go buy a dog.
Well, I don't know if that statement of them looking like a jackass is in reference to how they acting or that stuff they wearing in their hair.
Yeah, Keisha Cole should have been up there. You could just look at her face every time she opened her mouth, and as fine as she is, because I love her to death, but I could just see the attitude in her every time she talked. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't hide it. Like I wouldn't even be able to stand a minute of it. Like, girl, you got to get that attitude in check, or ain't nobody told her like, baby, if you don't get that attitude in check, you're not gonna have no man. You know what I'm saying? And these chicks claim, well, I don't need a man. I can be in. You're going to be by yourself. Yeah. We're going to buy you 2 dogs because you're going to be by yourself. You don't keep that attitude in check. Now, as far as Brittany go, we're going to stop talking about her because I'm going to get her right. But the rest of them.
What about Megan?
Megan used to be my girl too, but you done jumped up and married a pastor and then divorced him all of a sudden. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Brittany, she's up there. Brittany up there crying because PJ, hey, PJ,
he broke her heart.
Yeah, PJ getting ready to get married, but the thing is, though, Brittany up there, she out there going on the football game, stalking college freshmen, telling them moms they better have their sons.
But see, she ain't had nobody to take her and teach her. You know what I'm saying? She need to come on to Indianapolis and do some touring around here. Maybe she'll run into me eventually, and I'll bring her home.
John got a fan, y'all. John got a fan. She said, "That's right, Big John."
I see you, Natalie. What you say about that, KD?
Man, I'm just sitting up here gathering this little information, man. I'm looking at all their age. And Tia is the oldest of everybody. She's 44. Kendra G 42. Then you got Keisha Cole will be 41 on Saturday. Megan Good 40.
41.
Yeah, and then you got the young bug there, Miss Harvey. But it's interesting to me that Megan Good and Keisha were both married 6 years. I wondered how long Keisha was married to Daniel. It was 6 years. So that's that cat that was point guarding for LeBron when he first was in Cleveland, the first go round.
Oh, that's who you said Keisha Cole was married to him?
Yeah, Daniel Boobie Gibson. So
and she
a
said
lot
she
of
found
people
love when she started kissing.
Yeah, I knew us we start kissing the fire, yeah, love. That's a lie. R. Kelly said lie. That's what he said. But yeah, man, it's interesting to me because it's like in Hollywood, let alone real life, man. It's like, but especially Hollywood. In Hollywood, man, they got a timeline, man, on these arrangements. Because a lot of these things are arrangements, man, and just time is up. And maybe, just maybe, Mr. Corey Hardwick know that time is up. I was sitting up here looking at something, some reporting on him. Made me think about the scriptures where Jesus, addressed divorce because he was asked about divorce. But there's a lot of things here, a lot of fodder to mess with. Because when Tia announced everything, it was later on that day that, you know what I'm saying? It was later on that day that Corey was accused of cheating and everything else. And I saw the comments because I follow both of them. But the second that something got put out there, I saw these little comments talking about, he cheated, you know what I'm saying? And Corey immediately, spoke on the comment and said lie. And I saw that. And it just goes to show what Ty was saying, man. It's like they immediately go to the dude because it's like these females rock with each other strong until you found out it's a scallywag female that swacked your man. Now you want to compare your body to her. Now you want to look at how thick she is. Now you want to talk about you cheated with that. I thought y'all was like this. I thought anytime something happened, y'all rocking like this. But as soon as you see her or you find out about her, now all of a sudden you go to your true nature, which is to live comparatively. It shouldn't even matter what nobody got, because like we talked about on D. Hearn's show early this week, if a man do step out, he's stepping out with what caught his attention, period. It don't matter what she looked like. It matters that she addressed what needed to be addressed.
Come on.
And that you had your lamp empty, so I don't know you no more, period.
Oh, I guess Dwayne must have caught the church service.
So when it come down to, I caught it. I caught it. But at the end of the day, when Jesus addressed divorce, he talked about how when you step out or you divorce for the cause of sinning, now you cause others to adulter, or in other words, you cause others to sin, meaning that the second you go and file, well, Tia filed. Well, you know what, Big John, says Tia filed, that must mean that Corey's guilty. No, sir. It just means Tia's a narcissist. Everybody don't file because somebody did something. Some people just file because in their mind, time's up. Going back to what Mr. D said, that, you know what, when I was in the street before Corey, when I was in the street before Pastor Franklin, when I was in the street before Boobie Gibson, you know what, I just was messing with niggas left and right. I've been with this Negro for 5 years. Oh, I'm suppressed. I need some more dick. So then they jump ship. That's what happens. But nobody want to talk about that stuff. Nobody want to really go deep about that stuff. The woman sat up there and said, because it cuts deeper, bro. It cuts deeper, Lord Tyron Joe. It cuts deeper than just saying that this chapter of my life is called my turn. The broad said, I am love, I am peace, was at the bottom of the screen in captions. Negro, you ain't Christ. You can stop the lying, blasphemous foolishness that you had at the bottom of your screen. The clown is delusional. And whatever these next 3, 4, 5 years got for her, we're going to see it. Because the mug is up here destroying her family, destroying a man's family. And now you're making a selfish decision for Corey, for Cree, and Cairo. You making these decisions for all your children plus your husband, and of course you, the selfish little scallywag, get to just decide for everybody. But I guarantee you, we'll never hear how many times she probably in his ear when that wall get to knocking, and like Ty say, she gonna have to buy that dog because Corey gonna be doing whatever he got to do now. Get on about it. Foolishness. But it gets me that she want to put in the captions, this chapter is called my turn because I'm love, I'm peace. Bruh, you done caused chaos. What peace and love is in that? And then Corey made a comment the other day about something she said. He just went on ahead and put a black heart and some sparkles, and she gonna say, I still love you. Nigga, bye.
She did that the other day. Oh no.
Foolishness.
Hey, you know the crazy part. You know the crazy part. Here goes the crazy part. Hey, what's up, Damon? How you doing, my brother? Glad to see you in the show, Damon.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, cuz, if you want to be on the screen, if you want to come on stage, I dropped the link for you. I dropped it. If you want to get up here on stage, go ahead, D.
Way to go. Now, you know, a lot of that, man, is people change when they get a certain amount of money. People change. And I'm telling you, that chick, man, could be her PR person said, well, dang, you ain't been in the tabloids in the last few years. Why don't we go ahead and throw that out? And then here comes, you get the divorce because of irreconcilable differences. But we still going to be friends with the kids. Get out of my life. Go bite that. I mean, come on now.
That term up.
That's my sentiments exactly. I ain't your friend ever.
I mean, how we gonna be lovers, and then we're gonna get a divorce, and we're gonna be friends, like tra-la-la through wildflowers. It ain't happening in my life. It ain't happening. If you go
lovers and friends.
But see, I'm gonna tell you, Danger. It just proves. It really proves. Shout out to my man Chronicles of Judah. It really proves there's a lot of scallywags walking out here with mental health issues, delusional, undiagnosed bipolar, just clowns. Because you think you can destroy a man's kingdom. You gonna destroy his kingdom, Delilah, and think he gonna look at you and smile and be your friend. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. You're not gonna be no Delilah in my camp and think that we gonna be cool. We're gonna be acclamable and cordial for the children. What should I tell them? Tell them what you did. That's what you tell them.
Come on.
Every time you got to face them questions, now you want somebody to be a husband after you've ended it. You keep asking that man to do husband things. No, you break that chaos down to your children, and you can send them to the man. Why are you asking, Tia Mori? Why are you asking for joint legal custody and physical legal custody? What do you need that for? It's your turn, remember?
Money.
It's foolishness. Now we go back to
plenty money.
Exactly. Now we go back to what we was talking about last night when somebody wanted to get on. I ain't gonna say the person, but wanted to get on and question what I was saying about them papers. Corey Harding signed them papers, which legalized that he's giving the courts permission to do with his seed what he should be doing with his seed. If Big John go out and Danger and myself, Ty, we go out and we start our farm, ain't nobody eating that corn first but us. That's what's supposed to happen when that corn pop up out that ground. We eating it first. It's our blood, sweat, and tears. It's our territory. And that's the position that God placed every man in when your seeds are in your loins before you impregnate anybody. You can walk across this earth and never impregnate a woman. Your children are in you. You will be a father from the day you start because they need you. That's why they're figuring out all type of scientific fugazi foolishness to get your seed because they don't want to have you. They just want the seed, make money with their master, and make you their indentured servant for the rest of your life. That's what they want to do. So it's a timeline. And then you sit up here, you're going to cause these babies this confusion and talking about you want some sort of this type of custody and that type of custody and all this foolishness. Take your money and go ahead on. Go ahead.
Right. If they so much friends, if they friends so much, why can't they have joint custody, 50-50? If they so much friends.
Because the ones with the kids get the most money.
Facts.
That's Kevin Featherline about it.
But if your differences is irreconcilable and y'all so cool and you still love him, why you got to get the power over the kids? Why can't it be 50-50? Because I want my kids just as much as you want yours. They're ours. So why can't it be 50-50 split custody? Sound fugazi to me. Another thing sound fugazi.
But
why is these women having these mental breakdowns and their relationships is just going astray when they get around 40? What's going on?
It's called menopause.
Facts.
Right. Menopause. They hitting the wall.
And that's the
age of hitting the wall.
And it's another thing, y'all. This is another thing, Big John. You asked a question. When it comes down to it, the children are really yours. Dig in the scripture, and I get in danger. I'm sure he'll back me. Dig in the scriptures, and you will find over and over again that you are the tree, therefore your children are yours. That's why there's so many hands to steal and capitalize off your seed.
Bro,
and of all people, that stranger in your bed, that enemy in your bed that Lord Tyron Joe likes to point out, will sabotage behind your back and put a price tag on your own children that's supposed to be jointly with her. That the two became one flesh. You're supposed to have one mind. This is why you left your family to start the greater version of what they started before you were here. And you're going to sabotage and be this man's Judas and put a price, just like Judas put a price, you're going to put a price on them baby's head when they are the assignment that of two parents in the house are supposed to make the future that God set forth the purpose.
Come on.
Can I throw a gear in the crankshaft? I'm going to throw a gear in the crankshaft. When you get a chance, Google / test tube babies that are still living. There's a young lady, unnamed individual because of privacy, that should be close to 40-something years old that was a test tube baby. She was taken from a man's semen, put into a test tube, and she was mixed up with the woman's Hujima Watsons and all of that in the test tube, and they kept it at a certain temperature and everything until she start, coming around to be what they call a fetus. And then when she started to really getting out there, then she was placed inside a surrogate mom to be carried until she was able to be birthed. Go ahead and fact check that, somebody. Let the 300-year-old man know his brain and turned into oatmeal.
All I know is
we're ready to check out this video.
Hey, Ty.
We got to scrutinize something.
Hey, Ty.
Go ahead.
Let me spit this facts out for the Big John to chew on. You go ahead. The duo, the article says in Us News, the duo later welcomed son Cree 11 and little daughter Cairo 4. In her divorce filing, Maury requested joint legal and physical custody of their children.
All I know is, bro, before I went through my my little divorce, what you call it, and she asked me, well, if something happen and we break up, what do you want? I said, I don't want nothing but my kids. I said, give me my kids. That's all I want. Oh, we still ain't gonna do nothing. I want my kids, and I was blessed to have both my kids until they was grown.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Now I can't get them out of my house.
It's women that still want to have sex with the husband after they divorce.
What's the point of that, though, Ty? What's the point?
Confusion.
That's not the first time. That's not the first time I've heard that. I heard somebody say that to me, and I've heard people. It's been said to other people. What's the point of that?
Ty opened up with a sermon. You ain't hear the sermon? They still want they still want the oil.
That's it. They want that oil.
Hey, you know, it's funny you should throw that out there like that, man. Cause my first wife, man, before she died, we were just out kicking around crazy conversations and stuff. I said, well, if you get a divorce from me, I don't never want to be bothered with you again. She said, well, I tell you what, you don't have to be bothered with me. Whenever my hormones get right, I'm coming over and get me some. I'm like, wait a minute. How you gonna come and get you some? we got a divorce and you gonna come and get some. Get out of here.
I ain't never been married, but I done had exes just come over, and some of them have a whole nigga at the crib. They got a whole nigga at the crib, but they didn't came over and we didn't end up doing stuff.
It's chaos. It's chaos. I know mugs who divorced they dude and then go tell the mug, if I could just keep that rod, if I could just detach that rod from you, I'll be okay after you divorce the bed. I know mugs that said that ignorant mess.
And I know chicks, I'm gonna say this ain't never happened to me, but I know chicks, they'll take your semen and try to freeze it.
Facts. Facts.
Anyway, I want to get to this video because we didn't talked about everybody on this. Hold on. We didn't talked about a ton of these chicks on this flyer, except for the chick that looked like a pumpkin. Okay. So we get ready to get on her, pumpkin chick. We get ready to get on you. Yeah, because you didn't let your emotions, Kendra, get to the best of you. And the fellas is getting ready to see. They getting ready to see what I mean by you let your emotions get the best of you. Hold on, let me see what we got going on here. Okay. Let the dog bark one time before we get started. Shout out to the dogs. Shout out to the dogs. Let the dog bark one more again. Let the dogs bark. Where the dogs at? Where the dogs at? Shout out to all the dogs. Where the dogs at? All right. Kendra G had a man on her show probably a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, that spoke nothing but facts. Man, hold on. I might need my cords. Okay. He spoke nothing but facts, but Kendra could not listen to the facts because her emotions were in the way.
Come on.
She said, well, since you led off with that, that's why I had to jump on you about this. But if you don't have no oil and your eggs is dried up and you're about to hit the wall, buy the dog. Dog.
I got an update for you.
What's the update, honey?
You got some very weird women out here. And I'm being very transparent, honest, no bullshit, not stereotyping nobody. You got some weird women out here.
You know what I'm saying? I think your man hit on it earlier, Jacksonville. He was on your Facebook show earlier. He was speaking about how women saying they want a good woman. I mean, a good dude, or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna sit there and say all women going to the club and skip all that good stuff. But a lot of women say they want a good man, but they don't want what comes with that. And a lot of us good dudes do require some structure and some discipline. And a lot of them, they feel like it comes off like we controlling, like either we come from prison or whatever the case may be. They feel like it's a hard thing to deal with. And so that's what a lot of the flack that I got with some of the females after seeing me online. They just seen my physical appearance. You got a nice body, you fitness trainer, whatever. Cool, you 6 feet, all this good shit. But when we sit down and have a conversation, it's totally different. A lot of these females' brains, like your man said, is shot out, like completely shot out, for real.
Well, I'm gonna respond to that. I do stand by that. You sometimes you attract what you are, and not saying I'm judging you in no way, because I do remember you being well spoken. But you have a past. How many years was you in jail for?
Stop right there. Stop right there. Kendra G, you scallywag. Why would you even ask him about jail when that's not even what he was talking about? See, you see what I'm talking about? She already is acting emotional.
I did 10 years. I've been on since 2013.
Right. And listen, there's no judgment, but there's some women
stop.
for them, they.
Kendra G just said there's no judgment, but that's the first thing that she went to was the fact that he has a past. You did do jail time, didn't you? Hold on, I see Natalie Sconier in the comments. She said, if you go into joint custody, should the money be split down the middle for the kids as well? Fellas, y'all can answer that when I bring y'all back in.
Just won't give men that been in jail a chance.
I'm not stressed about it. That's not what I'm saying. I can care less whether they got anything.
Right, she jumped the gun.
Because that's the last thing I'm worried about. Because if you're showing me that, I'm going to see that. I don't want to talk to you anyway. What I'm saying is where the issue comes in that a lot of us brothers really, I hear a lot of women saying that us men want a traditional woman. I don't think that's what a lot of us guys are saying. Yeah, a man want a woman that can cook. We're not asking you to cook 5 days a week. That's not what a man is saying.
Come on.
But to say that you put more value to your social media life than to understanding the man that you either want or the man that you're trying to get.
Come on, young man.
That's a totally big difference. There's a wide gap. You understand what I'm saying? So like for me, I'm 38. A lot of people like, you look older. I care less about it. And that's why the world is so messed up. Because they going based on, okay, we dictate where this dude gonna like me for a butt. I can care less if the chick got her ass like a goddamn piece of sandpaper. It doesn't bother me. Because her ass doesn't make her who she is, her essence, or how she thinks. Most women that ain't got a body, they smart. Most of the women that ain't got a body, they married.
So what kind of women? Okay, so Quinn, let's rehash. I remember some things. What do you do again for a living now?
I'm a licensed fitness trainer and a barber.
A licensed fitness trainer and a barber. How many children do you have?
I have 2.
How old are your kids again?
My daughter is 4, my son is 3.
4 and 3.
Yes,
2 different women?
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you not with the woman that had your baby 3 years ago or 4 years ago?
Okay, so if you remember correct, my daughter in Georgia, I was actually married to my daughter's mother. But some type of way she allowed her mom or whatever the case to interfere with her thinking or whatever the case may be she wanted to do. So that threw that off. My son, he's a blessing. I love him. Our irresponsible, having unprotected sex with a girl I was dating, and she ended up pregnant. It's just as simple as that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she wasn't a potential woman that I could be with, but sometimes a woman will hold herself from actually allowing a man to love her, get to know her, based upon what she's been through. I wasn't going to sit around for another 4 years and just keep dealing with it. I was a friend, cool for 4 years. It didn't work. Cool. On to the next one.
So listen, no judgment, but I do gotta give it to you because you came in hard on the women and talking about what they need to do to get a good man. Now you've been in jail for 10 years, but you're out of jail now. You have 2 kids by 2 different women under the age of 5, and you talking about these women. What makes you the greatest man?
Okay, well, first thing first, I never said I was the greatest man. I said I'm a good
Well, what
man.
makes you a good man?
See, that's what I'm saying.
You're talking
That's what
about
I'm saying. Kendra, hold
Okay,
on.
what did I
See, Kendra already getting in her feelings. What make you the greatest man? Because now she wanna say, oh, well, you got 2 children that's under 5 by 2 different women. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm gonna bring the fellas in a minute.
What did I say?
You say that these women say they want a good man, they don't really want a good man. I mean, you came in hot. You said my women followers are weird. You know, all the women do that.
That ain't what he said.
I said the women that contacted me. If I was to go in and say that all of your female followers,
okay, but now why you are this pride that you were dissing the women that reached out to you. Help us out.
Okay, well, first of all, it's not no in particular about me being the prize, because whoever you with, you're prize to each other. You're prize yourself. The fact what I'm telling you about me, it has nothing to do with anybody being a prize or not. You don't see yourself as a prize, that's on you. What I'm saying is this: it's complicated and difficult to talk to a woman if she's not open to allow you to get to do that to her. All men, and like we keep reverting back to this whole prison thing. I was 17. I made a dumbass decision. So what?
Right? She keep bringing it up.
Woman about me going to prison. God bless you. Keep pushing. That's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not every woman's type. I get that. But what a woman needs to understand is that, look at this. How many men you know are able to go through any whatever type traumatic, whatever they like, no matter prison, getting crippled, getting shot. How many men can go through that and actually bounce back and actually do something with themselves? A black, let's talk about this blackness. Since you want to ask me what makes me a prize, I'm a very competent brother. I not only got educated when I went to prison, I was educated before. I threw a 10-year ride to Tennessee away because I chose to make a dumbass decision. I'm just being honest. I share this with any woman I meet because I don't want you to feel like I'm hiding anything from you. You can go look it up, whatever you want. But that doesn't make me me. And a lot of women keep themselves from that because they don't give their time, they self-time, like, you know what, let me understand this man. Because maybe what he can't get past, I might can help him. I'm not looking for a mother figure. That's not what I want. Why would I want to date somebody like my mother?
Come on.
That makes no sense.
Teach.
I want
No, I get all that. I mean, the only reason why I'm giving you pushback too is because you were talking about the women that reached out to you, right?
See? In your emotions. The only reason why you're giving him pushback is because of what he said. What he has said about the women.
And had you not gone there, I wouldn't challenge you as much as I am. And
this reminds me of a co-host that I had. I had a co-host, Dave. Whenever you challenge that individual, they want to push back. Not even challenge, you could just disagree. And they ready to push back. Man, let me bring the men in. I'm bringing the men in before I go in. Let's bring the fellas on in. Nally Sconge is in the building. Are you trying to come up, Nally, or are you just listening? Let me know. Write something in the chat. But let me hear from the fellas. What the fellas got before we even finish cooking this young lady.
Hey, man, I knew this was the video.
You know.
How did you know?
I'm so weak. Go ahead, Danger. Go ahead. I heard you.
Man, I'm telling you, if I could have got a hold of that, if I could have got a hold of this girl's line, man, I'd have let her know a few things about herself. Cause see, she started attacking the dude because he said that some of the women that follow her is weird, and then she want to try to pull all back in what happened. He did. I'll lay your odds 10-1. She lost her virginity before she was 14.
It was the women. It was the women that contacted. This is his second time being on the show. So the women that had contacted him after he came on there, because if you're not familiar with Kendra G's show, how our show is is that she hosts. She do like what Kevin Samuels used to do, host like a 2-hour show, and she allow single people to come on and place their bids, say what they do, what it is, what they looking for, and the people that's watching, if they interested, they can hit them up. You just leave, you leave your Instagram or your Facebook page or wherever they can reach you, and they hit you up. And that's what he's talking about, the women that hit them up.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's one of the lowest of the low, man. I can tell, man. I would have liked to ran across her in my Bumblebee days. Man. I would have whipped that dog something off.
When is daddy coming on?
Not physically whooping, but I would have her at the point, man, where every time she heard the name D, she'd be out there trying to look out the window to see if I'm coming up to the house and Cause see, I can tell right now, man, with the setup of the little video you just showed, she thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. She don't know she was thrown out with the garbage last week.
Oh, wait, D going in, y'all. D going in on these chicks.
She knocking on midlife. like Tia.
Shout out to the dog. Shout out to the dog.
I can almost bet you, man. I can almost bet you if she's not going through menopause or taking them estrogen pills, she ain't far from it. It's right there crawling up her back right now. Because she's at that age, man, where they starting to get that little hoopla.
Talking about if he hadn't came in hot, talking about the women that contacted him, she wouldn't have did what she did.
She'd have done it anyway. I think I seen one of her clips, man, where she went in on somebody on her show. All they did was just say, "How you doing, Kendra?" And she just lit in on them. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to watch this.
Kendra needs to stop.
That must have been that episode of Mr. Let Go. She was like, she at the gate, out the gate, nigga, you here just to use my show.
Okay.
She wouldn't let it go. She would not let it go. You want some fans.
Mr. Lego came on. He came on her platform. I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay. What you got, John?
Man, from what I see, now maybe she had a bad show. I'm gonna say that. But when you have a show like that, it seems like you're supposed to. It looked like to me like she didn't know what she was doing. You know what I mean? Like you had an educated brother on that show trying to explain to you that a lot of these women that he's contacted are weird and explaining why they're weird, and you got offensive. Yeah. Instead of listening to him and learning something, you got offensive because, well, you came hot out the gate talking about women. So what? So what? He's trying to explain to you that most of the time these women have some kind of wall up, and a lot of us is done trying to break these walls down. Like, you're not going to make me suffer for something that you went through in your past relationship. I had a past relationship as well. I'm not making you suffer for what the last chick did. So why are you making me suffer for what this dude did? You know what I'm saying? I got to go through all these leaps and hoops and bounds to gain your trust. Like he said, why can't you just let me learn this guy? Let me see what he's about. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, most of them got this wall up, and they're weird acting. You know what I mean? And he's trying to explain to her, this is what's going on, because a lot of them, instead of learning how to cook a meal for the man, they look like he said, might not have to cook no meal, no 7 days a week, but you're more interested in your social media accounts than you are learning about this guy you're supposed to be with, or learning how to be a partner and cook and maybe do some of the things, whatever it is that he needs to fulfill that need or to fill that void. And she gets offended. So it just sounds like, either she had a bad day or a bad show and just was off that day, or it's probably a show that I never ever watch, or I'll just, harass her to try to get on this show so we can teach her something. because she sounded terrible.
I was gonna go on that show one time. I mean, I still will, but I mean, I'm going there and she gonna learn something. She gonna really learn something.
You
Straight
know
up.
who she sound like? And that's why I'm not gonna stay on her long. She started to sound like Candace Owens, and I started to get pissed off because she kept bringing up the fact.
Stop it.
She don't sound like no Candace Owens.
She kept bringing up the fact that the guy was in jail. She kept bringing up the fact that he was in jail, and that sounded a little Candace Owens to me. That's why I was reluctant to even talk to her.
Trail buddy crazy. He said, "Go on there, bro." He said he'll pay to see it.
Yeah,
Trail crazy.
We could teach her some things.
I straight up go on there. I ain't got to know Kendra. Like Kendra, you really need to get it together. Like Christmas is coming up. This is what I can do to you, because you know she got a Chicago radio station. She on WGCI. So this is what I can do. I can say, Kendra, I can ride up during Black Friday weekend. I can ride up to Chicago, and I even walk and hold your hand, take you to the Humane Society, wherever you can buy a dog from, Petco, PetSmart. I will take you there. You know what I mean? And we will have a ball. Shout out to the dog. Shout out to the dog. Shout out to the dogs.
Our next your date, taking her to go get a dog.
Kendra, that's the least I can do for you. That's the least I can do for you, sweetie. I'm just gonna take your hand, and you know what? We can even take pics if you want. We can take pics. You can post them up on Facebook. You can post them up on Instagram. Now, if you post on TikTok, I might have to charge you a fee. But other than that, hey, that's what we can do for Black Friday.
Kendra got Oprah Winfrey aspirations.
Right. She tried to act like her.
She keep talking about I done seen a ton of shows where she talking about that's her goal. And then you gonna get up out of here.
Like Kendra, you got a lot of work to do, Kendra, because when Oprah was your age, she wasn't doing what you was doing.
Thanks.
Way far ahead when Oprah was your age. So you gotta work, sweetie.
And I don't know if you seen her show before on WGCI. But boy, she don't have no makeup, nothing, all natural on that. But then when she get on this little crap here, she always want to.
Do they?
Yeah,
They don't really have no cameras on them during that show, because that's the radio show.
But them video clips be coming out.
Yeah.
I done seen a couple, especially the one that. Matter of fact, I'm shocked you ain't see the one.
I already know with Corey. Yeah.
That man. I say that girl they got on the house of makeup. What's going on here?
Telling you, it was Scarecrow City up in that mug. I'm trying to tell you.
He had us stumped. He was teaching us on that show. He had us messed up.
Oh man, Corey, come on, Corey. I love it when Corey go on them shows, cause if you notice, the men that be on them shows, they be dying laughing. They be on hush mouth. They just let Corey do his thing.
Thanks. Cause them the ones that ain't really got no backbone. So when the alpha walk in, they just be like, okay, I know to hush up.
I don't know, Trail. I'm gonna finish up after the men get through talking. We're gonna finish up this video and see. But the guy that's on this video, he was on there as a do a follow up of I guess they do follow ups. People they get into relationships, they go out on dates, stuff like that. Oh, I forgot. Natalie, she wanted to say something. Let me bring her in.
Trail, she thinks she Kevin. That's the end game.
Right. So she don't know which one she want to be, whether she want to be Oprah or Kevin. Come on, take a peek.
Talking about she trying to put people together. Stop it.
Let me hear from you, Natalie.
Hey, Mr. T, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
What's up? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Go ahead,
Just
Natalie.
Yeah, you said you got a comment. I got a lot of noise now. Hold on, I hear a lot of noise.
The only reason why I made that comment earlier about splitting the child support stuff and everything, but I'm just a little bit confused because I never been through the situation or whatever, whatnot. But if you're gonna have split custody and everything over the kids and everything, should the payment be like cut in the middle or something?
Oh yeah, y'all was supposed to answer that, fellas. One of the fellas.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
Because I was just like kind of confused and everything. How do you split custody of kids and stuff like that or whatever, whatnot? You know, because I never been through that situation or anything like that. It just had me confused when I hear women and men saying split custody this and split custody that and everything. You know, I just had me like, what is split custody?
Well, I got an example for you. When I did my little split thing, whatever you want to call it, I didn't want my son. I didn't want my ex-wife at the time to have custody of my son because my son was too small and he could not speak yet. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to talk, and and so I didn't feel comfortable with him going anywhere until he was able to talk. So we came up with the agreement that my daughter would go with her and I keep my son. So when we went to the courts, they made up this child support or whatever, because when the kids were with me, I had them going to daycare and I was paying for that out of my own pocket. So actually her support was kind of higher than mine because I had both the kids on my insurance and I had them in daycare, which I was paying for. So her payment would have been higher than mine. What ended up happening, long story short, is I didn't like, what I'm saying? I just didn't like the way things were going. I had to bring my daughter back. And so I ended up having both kids. So, but yeah, it was like, it would have been some kind of, both parts were paying, but it's like whoever has the, the insurance under their name or anything like child care or daycare, the other person has to pay a little bit more.
Oh, thank you for breaking that down for me and everything. I was just kind of confused when y'all was talking about Tia and her situation and things like that. But it just had me like kind of off a little bit. Thanks. But now this lady right here, she need to go back and read what a woman should be and where a woman's place should be, because she's off a whole lot on some of the stuff that she's saying.
Absolutely. Hey, Dwayne, did you have something to say to Natalie?
Nah, I was just gonna say, first of all, good evening, Miss Natalie. But
good evening.
As far as Kendra G, that's typical. That's typical of people who don't have oil, but they price themselves like they full of it. You know what I'm saying? So so at the end of the day, some people just think they still in their prime even when they ain't. They don't understand when it's somebody else's time. They selfish. And going back to the parents and different things like that, when you have to go through all that divorce or that rigmarole of splitting the children, it's the mindset of not understanding that there are a couple of things that have happened to give the courts a certain power that they never was supposed to have. And now that's what ties in all this money. And because all this money is tied up, then there is a banker. They call him a judge, but that's not what he is. The banker has to divvy up those assets. So they're going to go for the one with the deep pockets. They're going to go for the, then they got all these goofy terminologies. Joint custody, physical custody is something else. Because I had somebody that wanted to be so anal about get custody, blah, 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 blah. If a man was ever really going, like Big John reiterated earlier, more often than not, when a man gets himself together and he bounces back, like this brother was saying in this video, from the divorce, he coming out the physical because he wants to actually train his children like the scriptures say, like Lord Tyron pointed out last night. So it's like when we really want to have families, it's hard for us to walk away because we trying to do it the way God always put it in us to do it. It's in us. It's spiritual. So even people that ain't necessarily call themselves in church and all this other stuff, it's something in you chemically that once you make those decisions, if you really got a certain maturity about you as a man, you gonna want to be a part of the whole deal. And when you feel like somebody is taking that from you, you don't want to negotiate with no terrorists, especially over what's yours. And you understand what God gave you when it comes down to authority and different things in the first place. You know, sometimes me and Ty talked about it the other day. Sometimes you find yourself you can't do nothing. Let that person deal with their chaos and let them figure it out. Because for sure, with Tia, Corey don't have to be no husband no more. She throwing that in the trash. She's letting you know just how important she is over all of those people in that house. So you let her have that. And you go focus on something else. So when Corey ends up with something else, please, please don't none of y'all scallywags out there, and I'm not talking about you, Natalie, but these bras who want to lift her up like Gabby Union in those comments, don't come for Corey if he end up with somebody with bronze skin or light skin or whatever, yellow skin, whatever you want to call it. When he ends up with some other persuasion, don't get in y'all feelings.
That Gabby Union, she said, "Yes, girl." When I seen that, and I seen that right here on the show live, I was like, "Wait, no, not D Wade's wife, no."
That probably was an accident, Ty. Somebody probably. Nah, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. Somebody probably was eating some groceries and then she to the type that.
Yeah, right.
And she like long as they brought out the whipped cream, I mean, it's cool with me.
Facts. Yes, Dwayne. I mean, Tia. Yes.
Well, see, he was eating that like that was a piece of pumpkin pie.
But see, she already got your boy Dwayne. She already got him as Babyface would say with that whip appeal. So you know he's already whipped. So she ain't even worried about him.
I need that to change his name. I need him to change his name ASAP.
You got that whip appeal.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, most women that I've come in contact with, they want joint custody so they can hold it up over your head. Sometimes, man, when you get joint custodies, the mothers, as well as some of the fathers, use the kids as chess pieces. You know, I was checking out a clip the other day where this lady was literally going off on this guy because he had his son's haircut. I mean, she was really giving him the business, and she had nerve to say, "Mama, call the police, because he ain't supposed to do nothing without consulting me. He only get a portion of their life." I'm like, wait a minute, this guy paying child support. He's a few minutes late bringing the kids back. Could have been traffic or anything. And you telling your mother to call the police because he had the kid's haircut without asking you? Get out of here. And that's another thing, man, that I used to get on. Well, I didn't get on them, but I made them get off my city bus, man, when I heard women dogging out guys that they had cut loose, and the guy that went and got somebody else, and then they want to try to figure out a way to stick it to him because he got somebody else. Listen, the old saying goes like this: one man's trash is another man's treasure. I mean, if you don't want to do the guy right, I mean, get on about your business here. He ain't running after you, throwing bricks at you, trying to get you hooked up.
Right.
Let him go, you know. And whether Tamar knows it or not, I'll get real bibliological on this. Whether Tamar knows it or not, if she does get the divorce, which is not bibliologically legal in God's eyesight, whomever she popped the jolly with, she's committing adultery and making them commit adultery also. I rest my case and I'll drop the mic.
I was gonna say this. Speaking of Corey Holcomb, I'm gonna tell you something that he said that happened to him. And D when he was talking about the barber shop and the haircut, this made me think of it. He said that I guess when his daughter was a teenager, his daughter, she a grown woman now, she about 25, 26. But it was like when she was a teenager, he said that he used to he said he had it set up where his daughter could go to I guess a certain hair salon and get her hair done. I guess they had a credit card that and it just came out of her account. He said his daughter's mom found out that that's where she was getting her hair done, and she stopped her from going, and she started going to get her hair done now on his account.
Oh, that's crazy. That's real crazy.
And not only that, he said that one day his daughter, teenager again, was like, "Daddy, I need a coat." He was like, "All the money that I send to that house, you telling me you need a coat?" He said he waited. He said she was 16 at the time, and he said, he said, of course he bought her a coat. He said, but he waited till she was like 18 years old when I guess when he stopped paying child support. And he said he showed her all of the child support receipts that he would get from the child support that he paid. He said, "This is how much money was getting sent to your house every month, and you didn't have a coat." That's bad. Well, let's finish this video real quick, and then we'll end up with everybody else. I mean, with all the other
Feel
comments.
like
What charging me?
okay,
You
okay. Let
charging
me.
me? It's just a question.
When you were talking, I didn't cut you off. So can I get the same respect on my show?
Look at
Yes,
in our
Thank you.
feelings,
So what I have to say is just like when men come on the show and they say they're not really always interested. Well, I'll just say quality men that come on the show and say they're not interested in dating women that have multiple baby daddies, women that might have kids under the age of 5 because they feel as though they're quality. Why should they align themselves with that type of woman? The same could be true for you. Like we'll take like Prince can be one thing for a certain quality woman. But let's say she gets past that. Now she also does have to accept to have 2 children by 2 different women under the age of 5 years old. So all I'm trying to get you to see is the quality woman that you might desire, those might be red flags for her, and that's why you attracted a certain type of woman.
Yeah, true. I mean, I respect that. I have no pushback on that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it is what it is, but I think because I'm a strong believer. I go to church myself. I'm a drummer in church, so I understand where you're coming from. So it's not like I'm thirsty or running and pushing the issue about it. But however, you know what I'm saying, when she come along, like I think she just need to be willing to, like, you know what I'm saying, even if it is, I'm not gonna say a red flag. If it is something that you kind of might be doubtful about it, verbalize it. At least to the dude, even if it's a dude, if it's something, I don't care what it could be. If you communicate about it, I think maybe a small conversation might change the difference because it may just be the slight difference between a small understanding where she may be like, you know what, okay, cool. With this guy, not with every dude. It's not required. You see what I'm saying? That's all.
Okay. So what are some other deal breakers for you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Kenya. I don't necessarily got no deal breakers. The only thing about if she's not trying to pray for me, I'm good. The rest I can deal with. We can work on the rest.
And where you calling me from again, honey?
I'm in Miami, Florida.
Miami. Do you want her to be in Miami?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and do all that lying about no long distance because I'll be lying.
Okay. And how old are you, Quentin?
I'm 38.
And what's the age range you would date?
35 to maybe 42, 45. Yeah, 35 to 42. I don't want no too old a chick because I would like maybe one more child once I get married.
Okay, 35. Excuse me, 35 to 42. Can she have kids already?
Yeah, sure. I've dated women with children. That doesn't bother me. Like I grew up without my father. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what abandonment is. And a lot of men, like I be watching your show a lot, and a lot of dudes quick to say that. Like, yo, I wouldn't talk to a woman with 2, 3 kids. 4, I could understand. But 3, all right, whatever. Because a lot of times some of these kids really are growing up without their father. I can't explain that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But if you give, I feel like if you're a man and you get the opportunity with a female and she got some jits or some little kids, I think you at least, even if y'all don't make it to marriage, can you influence them little kids some type of way? Because if they don't have a father in life, they really being short on something. So you may just got chose for a season to be with this female, whether sexually or not, but you may got put in that position for a reason because those children need to get something from you good, not necessarily for the female.
Okay, give us the Kendrick hand.
Let me see.
Are you is that your barber chair?
Yeah, this is my barber shop.
Okay. Oh, you have the barber shop. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Quentin. He's in Miami, Florida. A barber, a licensed fitness personal trainer, correct?
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Has 2 children, 4 and 3. He's 38. He'll date.
All right, there it is. I think that was a great conversation. I think
she got back on track eventually.
I think toward the end. That's what I've been meaning to say. Toward the end, there was good conversation for the brother, especially the brother. The brother, he was talking some straight good wisdom, some good game. And right after he explained himself and whatever, and Kendrick calmed down, it got good. Other than that, Kendrick told, well, you came out the gate. And that's the problem, ladies. Y'all, as soon as a man get ready to start trying to spit that, trying to tell you something, y'all quick to get all jumpy. You know what I'm saying? All jumpy, ready to go at his throat. I see you, Natalie. It's all good. It's all good. Hopefully you can join us next week. Hopefully you can join us. Join us on stage. We always, women are always welcome to comment and talk on our platform. We just can't have the ones that want to always argue and want to try to dictate, and muscle things. Somebody got an echo. Somebody got an echo. D. No, I know somebody got an echo going on. But yeah, no, we don't want nobody trying to muscle us around, because around here we don't want no woman trying to muscle no man around here, because we don't want nothing like that to happen. But anywho, fellas, final last words, fellas, what y'all got? Man,
well, you know what Diana Ross said.
What she say?
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it real quick, man, and get ready to meet that man.
What Diana Ross say?
I'm gonna get ready to meet that man at 3:00 in the morning.
With the man in the mirror?
Like, great show as usual. King, you're always in the house. King is the man. Big John, all right, Big John. Hey, Big John, did you see King out there sporting his BNZ shirt? He was all strong up there.
You're not gonna say that. You're not gonna say the name of the show, right?
Hey, but it was a great show, man, and as usual, you guys really knocking around pretty good there. And Miss Scognies, I guess that's her name, Scognies, with their little French name. Who ever heard of black people with French names? Get out of here. But anyway, man. Anyway, man.
She might have
you guys got a great show. I can't wait for you guys to get it together for the next show. Hey, but a lot of these women have to understand, man. A lot of guys are really loving what they produce. They produce a kid, they love that kid. I mean, if they're a guy, after all, they've been packing them kids around for a long time. So, and it just Tamara, man, that girl Tia, whatever her name is, she really need to get a Becky with the straight hair type name. You know what I'm saying? But you watch, man, in a couple of months, it's gonna come out where she was playing football with somebody behind your boy's back. And I never will be able to get with this thing of we getting a divorce, but we gonna be friends and share custody of the kids.
share my foot in your face. Get out of here. You gonna take me through all of that emotional roller coaster after I'm thinking that me and you gonna be together forever. And you got me on this roller coaster, then you gonna holler, oh, we can be friends. Girl, I'd run over your toes like acting like that. No, I don't condone violence, men against women, not at all. But there are ways to whooping a woman without laying your hands on her. Hey, you brothers, have a great evening, man. I'm gonna cut out of here because I got to meet that man at 3:00. So you guys be careful, man, and stay up. And T, I don't know, man. You might be getting older, man, because your show's getting better each week, man. I don't know what's going down. Later, my guy.
Appreciate it, bro. All right, fellas.
Yeah, man. Great show, man. I just wanted to say I don't want, our viewers to think on here that we be, hard on women or bash women or nothing like that. We're just trying to teach at certain things and give our positive opinion on certain things. Trying to we love our women, we adore our women, we can't live without you. You know what I'm saying? And we want to give you all that we have. You know what I mean? But I think the problem is, especially today, now that we got the social media and the modern woman going through their independent thing and all this and all that, things have gotten misconstrued. You want a man with the bag, you want a man to pay the bills, you want the guy that's gonna take you shopping, a guy that's gonna do all of this and have a nice body and do all this, and you can't put a steak in the pan. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to these women and to a negative way, and they think it's cool. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Bitch, if you don't get in there and put some meat in that pan and get some rice, and you know what I'm saying? It's messing them up, y'all. I'm telling you. It's messing them up. So, at the same time, though, my wife she got this saying, people will only do to you what you let them do. So we got these simps out here and these beta males that are going for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That are going for this stuff. And this is the reason why the behavior is being accepted. But as y'all can see, there's a trend that's been happening as of lately where nowadays guys aren't going for it. You know what I'm saying? It's what can you bring to the table? Because I know what I can bring to the table. I got a house. I got cars. I got clothes. I can take care of myself. What can you bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? I can cook for myself as well. What can you bring to the table besides sex? Because I can go get that out as well. What can you bring into my life that can enrich my life? You know what I'm saying? What did your mother and father teach you? Was your father even in your household? What morals do you have? What sense of morality do you have? Of right and wrong do you have? What's your credit score like? You know what I'm saying? My stuff's a 7, yours a 3. How's that balancing? You know what I mean? Like, we've got to get our women back and take our women back from these weak men that are letting them do anything. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man that's taking care of you and providing for you and all this, it's certain things I don't tolerate. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way in public. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way in front of the kids. And every now and then, it might not even be warranted. I might just tell you to shut up, just to let you know that I can tell you to shut up. You know what I mean? Because you're talking too much or you're doing too much. And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just to let you know. Like my granddaddy said, just to let you know, because I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta take our women back, man. Because at the end of the day, I believe it's our fault that these shenanigans is going on, that they even have this mentality to think that they can do this type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Protect the royal semen as well.
And we gotta protect the royal semen as well. We got to. But how do we do that? Sometimes, or most of the time, you gotta drink your water. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because if
Facts.
you don't drink your water, you can't use your third leg.
Facts.
Because
All
women
facts.
want us to be King Kong in the bed.
All
You
facts.
feel me?
All facts. That's right. All facts. They want that King Kong.
And last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Those of y'all who watch the show, go ahead and hit that Cash App, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. And continue to support, man. We on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to, get on and have your face seen, get in the comment section, man, and talk and chat with us. We'll definitely talk to you and give you a shout out, man. Just come and holler us and sit with us on Thursdays, man, and just, you know what I mean? Chat with us every now and then. And if you ain't doing nothing throughout the day, check. Huh?
Have you subscribed to the newsletter?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Okay, all right.
Got the newsletter going on.
I bet. I'm gonna go check, and I'm gonna send something out this weekend.
And if you ain't doing nothing throughout the day, you work day, you get a little break or something, check out my man KD on Scrutinize This. He got some real funny content going on, man. That's all I got, man. It's your boy Big John, BZNZ all day, and shout out to GIB.
Appreciate it, Big John. Appreciate it. All right, King Dwayne in the building, y'all.
Never knew what I was missing till I was in the Lord's house. that.
Come on.
It's good to be in the Lord's house.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Big John. Danger. You know, I came across something, man. Mr. Boosie was on the Drink Champs. I want to see if I can play this sound. Hold on.
Lil Boosie.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Man, wow.
Hold on.
Man.
A man was on Drink Champs. Hold on.
I ain't seen that in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Everything. It made social media fucked up everything. It made more avenues for money now.
Right. For sure.
But it fucked up everything. Marriages. Everything. At first, your bitch used to just see the niggas at work, you, and that's it. And come home. That's all she had to look at. Now she got about 30,000 niggas to look at. You heard me? For when you don't act right. And she hypnotized by all the other bitches. The bitches getting shit on Instagram. That she ain't getting. So all that time you didn't put in but no money, it fucked up everything. It fucked up you too.
Now listen to what he said. Now this goes to show what Kevin pointed out all the time about how you gotta find a woman who ain't caught up in social media, bruh. Just go to what I say all the time. Like, check that inbox. Because I don't care if you just say you faithful, loyal, or whatever. Somebody in the inbox. How do you respond on a regular basis? How do you respond on a regular basis? Do you actually just block mugs? You know, how do you respond? Because they in there. When you look at it, you see it. Man, Brenda says she living her best life. Brenda in Dubai. Brenda over here. Brenda over there. Da. How do you respond? Are you pulling a tear like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing all these bugs post that they living their best life and doing this, doing that. It's time to choose me. It's my turn. Is that you? Is that who Boosie was talking about? Because I'm gonna tell you, the man had a point on that one. Some of the things that was brought out tonight, a point. And you really have to make sure you are absolutely disciplined what's in your pants. Because at the end of the day, who she is today, you don't have no idea. You got to be able to look down the line 5, 6, 10 years from now and say, man, what could she be like then? And you got to find a way to be able to get her to respond like, you know what I'm saying, she should be responding in certain circumstances. So you know who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You got to lay things out there because at the end of the day, if you don't know how a person treating you during adversity, you know, and that thing, you in your marriage, you in your relationship, and something pop up, and this mug retaliating and being petty and acting like I say, like the little sister. I seen your man O'Shea Duke Jackson. He spoke on the whole Jalen Rose and sister thing today, and I put in the comments, you know, that this is exactly what a lot of men are married to. Somebody following them around, saying things like the big star is quiet now. Well, what the heck you think he's supposed to do, Tamara? He's supposed to slap your teeth down your throat on live TV on your camera while you just walking around trying to intimidate your 6'8" brother. Yes, he is the star. Yes, that's his house. Yes, he got that for your grandma and your mother, and they gone. He wanted off his books. Get out of there. Get a man. You want to mention that, oh, your man died with we lost 5 significant people within 1 year, 2021. My mama, grandma gone, my man gone. Okay, it is what it is, man. Because if you were more humble and appreciative, I guarantee your brother would have been able to work something out with you. But what we seeing coming out of the serpent right on this camera, I could see him saying, I could care less what happened to your scallywag tail. Talking about trying to recover from knee surgeries and you got to get your Achilles looked at. Ain't nobody got time for you. And this is the type of, you know what I'm saying, ungrateful entitlement. I like what was brought out that when a woman, a lot of these women, when they get to their heights, when they get to their little money and stuff, they not expected to be taking care of the whole family and putting them on their back. But then these men are supposed to be expected to do all these things and then could lose a whole family in the process. Could lose a whole family in the process. You want them to split this and do that. And we gonna, you know, I see us being friends, having joint custody, co-parenting. It's funny, you see a whole lot of things except this marriage working that we supposed to have been in. Because if you didn't see it working, you should have never let nothing get up in your behind to birth no children. But see, they do things to be able to cross it off of a list. Up, married, kids, this, now my turn. Y'all better pay attention to what y'all got in front of y'all. Because it's people making straight plans off of your race. Oh, that man Tyron Joe, he gonna run his race and I'm gonna be at this finish line. When he break through the tape, I won. I'm the champion. Nah, you're not about to get the reward for my work. So it's time now. It don't matter what they feel, how they thinking. It's time to run our race, focus on our race, and whoever's there. Yes, and you're going to know who really got your back. It ain't going to be these scallywags that sitting up here waiting to capitalize on you, waiting till you make rise, wait till you become your true self in God and everything else. And then they want to just leech off you, pull your energy, drain you, destroy you, and then take your babies for the ride. You go figure out whoever you want to be with, jump on whatever you want to jump on, bounce on whatever you want to bounce on. And the mature person, the man that made the decision, I wanted to have children, I wanted to be a family. Everybody that didn't give up, we right here. You do what you want to do, Tia Mowry. You do what you want to do, Megan Good. You do what you want to do. Because I'm going to tell you, everybody that you got up there on that flyer is struggling.
Almost definitely.
Because it ain't no way in the world Megan Good gets in a situation where this man had to divorce her because of what he was seeing, because of the things that she was compromising. I showed you the video that Chronicles Judah was scrutinizing. Where this mug sitting up here on screen, got scenes where she eating booties out and everything else of men.
Yeah, Megan. Yeah.
Pastor Franklin don't want nothing to do with that foolishness. Pastor Franklin don't want nothing to do with that foolishness. He don't want to be attached to that. But because she knew that she wanted to do all these different projects, she pushed this man and had to say, you know what, I gotta let it go. Because she gonna embarrass this whole kingdom right here. But 9 to 10, he knew it from the jump. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta be honest with ourselves from the jump about who we choosing. Because Akeisha Cole is where she's supposed to be. A scallywag like Lori Harvey is what she's supposed to be. As much as you can look at the people to think about it's people in my life I can look back on. I wanted to give them every benefit of the doubt. But the scallywags was what they were. And you know for sure, for certain, of what I was showing you 6, 7, 8 months ago on Tia. And then for her to do this, it ended up not even being a surprise. Because I'm like, Tia, of all people, you, the little heartthrob sister, you laying in the bed, you got Corey and a family, you laying in the bed, half your booty cheeks out on camera. You giving people just a little bit the thirst trap, and you got a whole husband at the crib. She was screaming out then, because I'm telling you, it's something deep within Tia. If you go, and I'm going to share a lot of her stuff with you if you ain't following her yet. If you following her, you can see from months ago till now, as far as 8 months ago, when she just started speaking like crazy. Every chance she get, speaking through her little posts with these captions, showing off her behind, dressing provocative. You know, y'all never told me that it was so hard to be try to be sexy and not be embarrassed and all this. No, Tia, what you trying to tell us is that you trying too hard to do something we ain't never asked you to do, man. We know you for who you are, and now you trying to keep up with whatever trend you're trying to keep up with, and now your whole family is down the tubes. And I'm telling you, you talk about lost. I'm paying real close attention over the next couple of years with Miss Tia Moore here. As far as Kendra G, we know that scallywag knows that every time she look in the mirror, I'm done. I done dropped the ball. What am I gonna do but mess with and aggravate these scallies out here? That's all she got to do left right now. All she got to do right now is keep them eggs on ice that Kevin was about ready to throw in the fryer. She keep them boys on ice and keep working on that body, keeping it tight, because that's about all Miss Kendrick got going for herself right now.
Right.
And the little money that she making. You keep on, little Ninja Turtle forehead. Keep on. Because
what she want to do, be Kevin or Oprah. She don't know which one.
So at the end of the day, man, great show. Called out some great things. That sermon was on point. I was driving ready to just man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Yes, sir. I need me somebody full of oil. Man. What can I bring to the bridegroom? I'm not coming empty-handed.
Right. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Not only will they find virgin, but they say we ain't coming empty. We ain't no fools.
They're gonna try to get somebody else oil.
Yeah, somebody else hard work.
Come on.
You gonna try to get somebody else hard work in their efforts.
Right.
We see y'all prepared. We see y'all pull the Ruth. We didn't do that.
Oh, he mentioned Ruth.
Yes, sir.
I didn't mention Ruth. He mentioned Ruth. You know, a lot of people was upset that I always talk about Ruth a lot. They upset about it. So you know, I've been laying off of Ruth because Ruth getting them in their emotions.
Cause your boy Chris Monday on D Show, he brought it out. He said he could have been with Vashti, but Vashti didn't want to do the work that Ruth did.
I heard that. I sure did. I heard it.
I said, Lord, Tommy Joe need to be on this panel.
You know, wait. I thought I was supposed to be on there when it first started, but he was saying he had 2 and 2. So I was like, all right, okay, I fell back. But then by the time he dropped the link, y'all have been going for like 45 to an hour. And I was like the one young lady I was talking to in the chat room. She said she too comfortable. I was too. I was like, well, I already came on that screen. That whole show would have been over with. I already came on the screen looking the way I was.
Yes, sir. But man, people don't understand. Could have went for Vashti, but he said, hold on. We got Ruth want to put that work in and bring that oil. I gotta pick up.
She said there's a kinsman coming to town.
Thanks.
Ruth said, hey, I want to go work and glean ears of corn that the man of God might find favor in me.
Facts. That's somebody that understands that her life will be fulfilled by pleasing her Lord.
Right.
See, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these women don't. They just like on the show. We had the one young lady. She kept fighting and bucking. I kept trying to break it down. We kept trying to break it down. The revelation is that the scriptures are a book of marriage. This whole thing is marriage.
I was talking to on Monday.
Yeah, and then on D Show. I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell Miss Trina, this whole thing is a book of marriage. You're not understanding. You can't bring your corporate
to be a queen, Dwayne Anthony.
Man, listen. You can't have your corporate mindset brought into this thing, man. You can't do that. It's a spiritual thing. So when it comes down to it, your role, if you really want to be a wife, to understand what that means, you got to come in ready with your hands.
Come on.
The same way that we come ready to labor for Christ, wives are supposed to be that ready for their man. They don't get it. They don't get it. They will literally sit up there and say, they was said Monday by the young woman, well, y'all miss love like Christ. He loved tenderly. Where you see that at?
And you gotta be financially stable too.
Man, stop it. Man, listen. God told some things up. Christ told some things up. I don't understand why they keep trying to make our Lord some little teddy bear that don't never have no vengeance.
Right.
Just stop it. Because the fact of the matter is, the very fact that the scriptures say love your wives as Christ loved the church, it's saying that your husband is Christ. That's why he says, love him as the Lord. And for him to do everything that was listed after that statement, cleanse the body, renew the body, be the savior of the body, goes to the details to say he don't hate himself, therefore he can't hate you because you are one. He is the savior of the house. And when you divorce it, you look stupid. That's asinine to think that Christ can divorce himself from himself. You are actually performing one of the biggest hate crimes alive when you divorce your spouse. That's what is being said. But these mugs don't get it. They don't get it. And then they want you to chase them, play with them, go, follow up behind their ways. It ain't gonna happen.
Yep. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, did he go out?
Am I back in there?
Okay, yeah, you back.
Yeah.
You back.
Had to get off that Wi-Fi. But man, I'm gonna tell you, man, they want you to follow their whims, they want you to follow their chaos. That's why I love how Mr. D and them kept asking them questions. Well, how is this and how is that? It's chaos. And what Miss Tia gonna figure out, and what most of them figure out, is their years go along, and them children start to ask questions. Well, what am I supposed to tell them? You're supposed to tell them the truth. You're supposed to tell them that you were so chaotic that you destroyed us. Now you ain't even got, and now you too prideful to even repent to your Lord and fix it. Because the world keep telling you, thank you, Boosie. Every time you look at something, girl, you. That's why she's saying her turn right now. And it's gonna run you right into the ground, the blind leading the blind.
Oh, I forgot to say this with Mr. D on here. I just seen something. I ain't even watched the video yet, but I seen the headline where it said that Boosie took his son to jail after him and Charleston White got into it. As we was talking about, it says that he went and took his son to jail just to see what jail was like, to let him know that's not where you want to go. I just wanted to drop that in there.
Well,
see, Charleston White, that argument with Charleston White made Boosie do something good.
Facts.
They go and take him up there so he can see.
Yep. Facts, because him and a lot of people have said, man, y'all ain't raising these boys right. They just saw the worst of y'all, and they glamorizing that. Nah, dude. And I'm gonna tell you, T.I., that little boy, that he looked like a fool.
I'm telling you.
He want to act like it's like the spirit of the Joker is on that fool. You keep on talking about he a kid. He ain't no
sound. Yeah, I'm like, no, man, I ain't nobody listening to you.
Yeah, that boy ain't no child. He 18.
Yeah,
quit trying to beg people to get off that boy, because he can't leave their name out his mouth.
All right, you talking about some T.I. talk about some he done made peace with it. Yeah, you ain't got no choice. I mean, really, you should have been the one to help the boy, but at this point, it's up there stuck there because he 18. You ain't got no choice now. He 18. He out there. He belongs to the game, and he out there.
And that's when you get a chance to see what you've raised, because that boy out there now, and he acting a clown. He acting a clown, bro. Out there, all the threats he was making on the employees at the Waffle House and all that, man. You know your son. Stop it, bro.
Talk about he don't know why he got arrested by the cops.
Right. And then I heard this fool today talking about, I hadn't heard that. I don't think I had heard that before, but O'Shea played a clip with his mother talking about, just get off the kid. Come to the father. Come to me. And if you walk away untouched, then you won.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I
talk
seen
about
that.
It ain't no threat. It's a suggestion. Boy, you gonna be hurt.
Yeah,
you gonna find yourself. You gonna find yourself hurt, brother.
And you know what? You know what's great? After T.I. was making them threes, somebody must have said something to him because every video he been doing out today, T.I. acting like he the victim, talking about, thanks for the prayers. For some of y'all know that our family is under attack. No, y'all not. You and that chick from Escape, you and that chick that you married from Escape, y'all had a sex ring.
Yes.
With little girls y'all was fondling and messing with. Y'all just happen to have a good lawyer that got y'all off to help beat the case. That's what it is.
Yes. And then how did this all start, bro? Didn't you play some with this fool talk about he getting messages from Tiny? It's a nigga with a boy's name in the mouth. Get him. See, that's that Jada Will stuff. You listening to your girl. You listening to your girl.
Man, you said who in your ear? Who is whispering in your ear? Where is it?
Come on, man.
There it is. Who's whispering in your ear?
Yes, sir. Let somebody hype you up. Telling you, boy.
Wait.
Yep, it's about to be Tiny, Jada, and Nia.
Where she at? Hold on, I just seen her somewhere. There she go.
Yep.
Hey girl, we ain't forgot about you. We forgot about you because this is your daddy wrapped around that chick's neck. That is your daddy. That is your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I appreciate it.
Satan is your
daddy. That was meant to happen.
I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Hey, where's that?
That was meant to happen. Yes, sir. Satan is your daddy.
Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Kevin because it's time. It's dog buying season. Shout out to Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All day.
I appreciate it, King Dwayne. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that does our show. Y'all know how we do it. We gotta do the Trinity one time for the Trinity for our chat room. You know, I ride for the chat room. I ride for the chat room one time for the Trinity. Sometime when the chat talking a little crazy, I had to ignore them. But hey, I ride for the chat room one time for the Trinity. Let's see who's all in the chat. Who was all in the chat tonight? Let me see who we had in there. We had Natalie Scone. Yay, she was holding it down. We had my cousin Damon in the building. And then we had Trail Money all in the building. Trail Money that made the song. We gonna talk about it, man. Shout out to all of them, all of my chat. One time for the Trinity. Also, we as far as the panel, who we have on panel, we had Danger, we had King Dwayne, we had Big John, and we had Natalie Scone, part of the panel tonight. Shout out to all of my panelists. One time for the Trinity. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight, man. We are so grateful and thankful. Words can't even express for your generosity and support. Also, man, shout out to the dogs. Shout out to the dogs. Let me see. Okay, let's see. We're going to promote this. We are going to promote this this blog, man. We want you to there we go. We want you to sign up for the newsletter. Please sign up for the newsletter, the BZNZ Pro. I'm tripping. The BZNZ Talk Pro Shop newsletter. We are going to start writing some things. It's gonna be just like my Facebook post. Only difference is Facebook ain't gonna be able to take this down. That's the only difference. Ain't nothing gonna come down. Once it's up there, it is stuck there. So please scroll down. Once you go to bznztalkproshop.com, please scroll down and
and just go right there to that subscribe to our newsletter and put your email in, and I will be sending some things out to you shortly. And it's a pro shop, meaning that hey, there's gonna be some merch that's gonna be on this website, and you could be able to order from wherever you are in the world. Man, you know what? I gotta hit the shout out button for that one time for the Trinity. It's always when I'm getting ready to end when I'm struggle stream. When I'm getting ready to end the show, I'm struggle stream. It's all good because we're gonna finish up a little bit of that sermon that was started earlier. Because here is the deal. Here's the thing, ladies. I'm gonna get back to Lori Harvey real quick. Lori Harvey, as a young lady, Lori Harvey, she dreamed about being married as a young lady. Young ladies are socialized to think marriage at an early age, to think wedding. I don't even want to say marriage, wedding. I remember in the 6th grade, a woman was like, not a woman, a girl, she had a magazine on a school bus. And it was one of the magazines with weddings and wedding cakes and things like that. And she told the girl, she said, "Oh, this is gonna be my wedding dress right here." She said, "Yep, this is gonna be my wedding dress." In the back of my mind, I was like, how do you even know? How do you even know what the wedding dress gonna look like? Yeah, I mean, how do you even know what the wedding dress gonna look like when you get married? I mean, that is so many years away from today. But I now years later, I say, you know what? The thing is that women don't even realize it, but they manifest it so much till men do pop up that day that they want to be married. It does come true. But Lori Harvey's case, let's get the little scally. Get the little scally on the screen. Lori Harvey's case, she turned a good man down. And for that, that's why I say it's time to buy the dog. How many Dwayne talked about this? He talked about this last year in a Scrutinize This series. How many at bats are you going to get? You think you just gonna keep on batting. You just gonna keep batting. 10 years go by, just keep batting. 20 years go by, just keep batting. 30 years go by, just keep batting. You just gonna keep batting all your life and think ain't nothing gonna change. You just think ain't nothing gonna happen. You think you just got all the time in the world. But now is the time to buy that dog. Now. Dog. Now is the time to buy that dog. Dog! Oh. Now is the time to buy that dog. When you know that the end has come, when you know that that wall is not easily broken, when you know you can throw a bolt into that wall and that wall does not break, that's when you know your time has come. Dog! Dog! Right now, buy a dog.
right now. Right now. Dog. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was the finishing up of the sermon tonight. That was the finishing up of the sermon. We are so thankful and grateful for everybody that hung in there, that stuck it out with us tonight. We're so thankful and grateful that you stuck it out with us tonight. Oh man, I don't know. Do we have a song? Do we have a song for them? Whew. I don't know. I don't know if I got a song to emphasize that dog. I don't know. Let me see what we got. Woo-wee. Boy, that sermon, boy, just hey. That sermon blessed me, y'all. That sermon just blessed me. I don't know about you, but that sermon just blessed me. Stop. Ooh. I bet you, Dwayne, you probably forgot about this.
Yeah. I want to run a little bit.
See, that's it. You got mugs running. What about this, Dwayne? You forgot about this one too, Dwayne.
But it's a big height requirement. I like a meat. I like it a lot of meat. Yeah. I want to run a little bit.
See, that's why. See, Dwayne, that's why she not gonna be able to make it. See, Dwayne, that's why she gonna do this young lady that said that she like a lot of meat. That's why she gonna have to go ahead and buy that dog. That's why she hitting that wall. You can't be reckless. You can't be reckless with your vagina.
Come on.
I'm gonna say this. This song right here, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna leave you with. Hey, this right on the money, cause time will reveal. Peace be blessed, everybody. Peace be blessed, everybody. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll see you next week.
What can I do to make you feel secure? Remove all your doubts so that you know for sure that you're the apple of my eye, fulfillment of my dreams. Time will show the value of just what you need to me. More precious than silver, more precious than diamond rings, or anything that I could give you. It wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have my love beside you there to guide you through. But it ain't got to know you do. I know just how you feel. But this time love is for real. In time it will reveal the special love deep inside of us. Will all reveal in time.